I'm Patrick Duffy, and I'm very excited to be back in the beautiful Nasdaq studios overlooking Times Square here in New York City. Today is part 2 of our series Future Thinker that runs in tandem with Design Pavilion, an annual event celebrating design and architecture in the heart of New York City's Times Square during the NYC by Design Festival. Our series explores how agents of change, disruptors, and leaders in the design industry will shape tomorrow, and what they're doing today to make a more positive impact on people and planet. My guests today are at the helm of the world's largest private group in the luxury yachting sector. Much of the group's success comes from its passion for craftsmanship, attention to detail, and the desire to look forward by employing new technologies while honoring their unique heritage, commitment to sustainability, and continuously improving the design of their ships as well as their business. With a development strategy that consists of always reinvesting its profits to improve and expand its range of products and services, they rigorously apply the logic of sustainable growth. Currently owning 5 shipyards around the world, they build mega yachts. They also permanently employ more than 4,000 people in related industries. It's my absolute pleasure to welcome founder and vice president, who just happened to be a father and daughter team of Azimut Benetti Group, Paolo and Giovanna Vitelli. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Patrick, for having us.
Yes, so welcome to Times Square. What do you think? How's it going here?
It's wonderful. It's a moment where design is spreading out in the city. We are fond of design. We are a made in Italy company. We believe in design as one of our most important and attractive part for our product. So we are in the right place.
You're in the right place. Is it your first time here in Times Square?
It's our first time in Times Square, meaning for this reason, been here many times.
Many times, of course.
The crossroads of the world. This is the place where contemporary trends and contemporary culture is concentrated. So
yes.
It's a place where you want to be.
Yes, yes. Paolo, tell us a little bit about the history of the company. How did you, tell us about some of the milestones that led you to become the largest boat builder in the world, starting from scratch. How did you get to be so big?
Everything started in '69 when I was only 21, and I decided to leave the family business and to start my own. Mm-hmm. And since then, I think the common element of the story of the company is passion, commitment, dedication. This passion, commitment, dedication goes to people, goes to the product, goes to the client, goes to the interest for innovation and technology. Probably the biggest step was when the company was already big, it was already a few hundred millions big, to buy Benetti. The founded company was Azimut, and Azimut was taking care of boats up to 20 meters for the large mass of people. And I wanted to go into luxury and understand that going into luxury, you need a brand. So we did the purchase Benetti, which was the most luxurious brand existing in the world at that time for mega yachts. They just built the Nabila, which also been the Trump princess boat, so one of the most famous boats in the world, and many others, for Conte Augusta and many others. So Azimut, myself, I went. The boat was in difficulty. I went to the court with all my saving and I bought Benetti. I think that was a big step. From that moment, Azimut and Benetti became one company. His name is Azimut Benetti. And we started building, we continued building middle class and family boats. And we started building the most luxurious boat in the world, which are the Benetti.
They are beautiful. They're absolutely. Now, but you started building in Italy, is that correct?
We started building in Italy, and we continue to build in Italy.
Okay.
We believe the made in Italy is an important concept for the buyer. Everyone in the world loves Italian style and the Italian craftsmanship. So, I mean, we have to retain our root in the country, same as Ferrari has to be built in Italy, cannot build anywhere. So we are similar. We want to give the joy to the buyers to have a product with the Italian soul. And 5 of our shipyards are in Italy and only 1 in Brazil. And that was only because it was impossible to export from Italy to Brazil because of the duties, and we had to make our own factory over there.
Makes
but
sense.
we still build the same product. Also in Brazil, we build the Italian-styled boat, and we replicate the boats built in Italy.
So when did you set your sights on the United States? Tell us about that. I know there's a fun story about how you got to the United States. Can you tell us that story?
Well, it was in the late 70s. I was traveling around the world with a little case with a model of boat to be shown on the boat shows. I didn't have the money to send the boats over the sea, so I went in the Middle East, in the Far East, and of course, primarily here in the States, primarily in Florida. There I with a little model. I was sitting under a staircase because they didn't give me much a better place, but we sold immediately a couple of boats. People were fascinated about the Italian style, and I was young and I was pushing. So from that moment we started our adventure in America, which has been pushed a lot by Winthrop Rockefeller, who became our dealer for the States, and of course with his contacts, connections, he has been helping a lot to improve our sales in the States.
So that brings me to my next question. So you guys have such an extensive and long history. Maybe you can touch on what is the secret to the success for building such a brand?
What are the most important steps?
Well, what's the secret to your what's the secret sauce? What's the secret to your success? And I want to hear from both of you on this one.
For me is, first of all, we are a family, and many other companies are changing ownership, are depending from banks, from institutions. People likes to buy from a family which is there behind the company since 50 years. That would not be sufficient if we didn't have a passion for the product and caring for the client. I think caring for the client is very important. 15 years ago, we opened a department for services. It's not enough to sell a boat. It's important to service the boat properly. So we opened a department for following the life of the boat during all the way, and refitting, chartering, renting, the marinas. So we offer a package. So I think the success, the continued success is passion, commitment, innovation, recently technology. We think that the boat has to be more friendly environment, and so we need to save fuel and to go faster with less power, and this is our mission in the moment, and the mission goes with the utilization of carbon fiber, which is an element which reduces the weight of the boat. So all these ingredients have been very pushing the success, and recently Giovanna brought in another ingredient, major one, which is selling boat with not just an Italian style, with a beauty of the decor outside and inside, something more fascinating, never seen before on the waters, that you can see eventually in houses or in hotels. So Giovanna came in, bringing this new element, creating the pleasure of buying a boat because you enter in a fascinating, different world.
Beautiful
than
environment.
Just being on the sea.
Tell us about that. What is that? What is the environment that you created, and how does that work? And how has that helped the company?
Yeah, so the idea is that there are so many good designers outside our industry. I think of hotellerie, I think of top-class residential. So whereas the yachting industry remain very closed, designers that have become famous in the 80s and 90s stick to that specific language, which was very opulent, a lot of abundant materials. I think we need to match this culture with a fresh one coming from other worlds, from other languages, and this is what we have done.
Yeah.
But what I think makes this really unique in our experience is many shipyards can do a one-off where you build a boat for the customers and you do a specific thing that the customer wants. The unique thing we've done is to create a style connected to the brand. So here the mechanism is exactly, we buy an Armani dress or a BMW because we like that style. So we have been good in creating a specific and unique style which people like, and this is the reason why they choose us. And this, I mean, it's particularly successful when you think that it's not just on the small boats, but when we speak about 80 feet up, boats in the value of $6-8 million, this is a unique achievement.
Very. So let me ask you this. Why did you choose to have your 50th year anniversary, which is coming up very soon, which congratulations, to celebrate that here in New York City?
Many reasons. One reason is a tribute to our biggest market. So this is the market representing 25% of our turnover, and it's also the market where Azimut is number one. So if we look at the boats sold and the most recent data, we are number one above 40 feet where we operate. So it's a market that deserves our presence. Second, this idea to be part of the design, New York Design Week, is connected to this. It's a cultural thing for us. It's a part of our DNA.
Yeah, yes.
And also to be disruptive, innovative. The idea to participate outside from the water and to choose a strange location where to be part of an important event means changing rules, looking at the world in a different way, which is exactly what has been done in design and technology for 50 years now.
I'd love to know a little bit more. Maybe you can share about the design competition that you just launched
Yes.
with ArtsThread. Tell us about that.
So this is something we have done actually every year, so it's not a new thing, but the new thing is this is so international. So every year at Azimut Benetti we do a contest where young talents are invited to develop a part or a boat, and the winner gets a paid internship at our headquarters for a year. This year,
That's incredible.
yeah, and it's stimulating, I hope. We have always included the best Italian design schools, also the British ones. This is the first time we do it in a much broader way. With ArtThreads, we are including it's on a web platform where we invite young talents to submit their proposal on a 10-meter yacht, so that means 30 feet.
Yep.
They can choose the whole boat, the interior, some details, so it's very open and wide. We will have a jury that is not only represented by us, but some talented designers and magazines in the design sector. So
That's
we hope
incredible.
to find
Find the next big winner.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't wait. Can you invite me to the launch of that?
Absolutely. That will be, we will collect, by the end of the year, we will know who's the winner.
I can't wait. I love that you guys keep talking about innovation and about looking forward. That's really fascinating to me. So let's talk about sustainability for a moment. You guys have such incredible, an incredible model for what you do with what you do with your company and sustainability. How does that propel you, if I'm going to use the boat term, how does that propel you forward? And are people gravitating towards your brand because you are looking that way?
Look, I think that we are looking at sustainability in a way that people like, because it's not just an ethic point of view, which is important. We also provide something tangible. Sustainability right now for us means we have reduced currently consumption, if we compare to the boats of the previous generation, by 25-30%. How this? The use of carbon fiber. Carbon fiber has been always associated with performance. We are using carbon fiber in a different way to reduce the weight of the boat, and it's clear and easy. You have to put less power to move the boat if the boat is lighter. This, together with a very, very careful study of the hull shape, the combination of the two elements gives us this fantastic approach. It's not the end of the study, it's just a route, let's say, but this is where our R&D department is very much focused on. We have been the first ones in the world, he has been, to install the first hybrid electric propulsion systems, which are, in our opinion, we've been the first in doing both in the lower segment. 50 feet Magellano was the first one, was also called the green boat. Yeah. And currently we are doing the largest giga yacht in the world that is applying something like that.
That could change the game. That's amazing. Congratulations.
Yeah, probably we think it's a good step ahead, probably not the end of the story.
Well,
what do you think?
It makes a lot of sense, because you guys are, the oceans is your playground, and of course you want to preserve them.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So so with the design aspect of it, and you are moving forward with this design competition with ArtsThread, do you think that that's something that might be you would weave into the design competition as how we could make our boats more sustainable, or is it through design?
This is already part of this contest.
Okay.
So one of the points is the candidates will be judged also if they provide sustainable materials, sustainable ideas. So it's already a point of the contest.
That's wonderful. I'm super happy to hear that. Okay, so I want to know what is next for you guys? What is next? What's coming up next for you?
Next is to continue.
And it's kind of a broad question.
It's a broad question.
Continue a growth story. Now, the next point is a perfect succession plan. Giovanna is taking over the full responsibility. She's ready, and this is a big step because many companies are dying in the moment of the succession. And then we are over this risk. Giovanna is
Well,
perfect,
we still have to see.
perfect new boss of the company. And she's preparing the next because her children, my grandchildren, are ready to take over in 30 years' time. So we want to see a 100-year company. Joke apart, clients like this feeling to buy from a family company, as I said at the beginning. So the family has to continue the commitment of the people and the direction of being friendly with the environment, high-level technology, and reducing the consumption and being the best in terms of decor is our goal, is our mission. We will succeed.
I love to hear this. And congratulations, that's so fantastic.
Well, I always tell him, I'm only daughter, Dad, you had no choice.
The best choice, you're the best choice. So historically looking at the company, can you maybe share a little bit about, I talk a lot about transparency and sustainability. Could you maybe share some of of the challenges that have come along with this incredible company and how you use those to move forward with strength?
Challenges, there are a lot. I think, let me try. I think this market has always been, because we are truly a luxury good, so not a good you need, has become very volatile. So I think the big strength of the company, but also the challenge is you win also in the weak moments when the product is strong. So the only answer to survive in all moments is to have a strong product quality. And as he said, the fact of being a family business means we have the luxury of the long vision. So we don't need to speculate. We can reinvest in the company. And this is the true creation of value over time. So these two elements are difficult, are a challenge every day, but I think they are the key to look to the future.
Amazing.
The most recent challenge, reality, has been to enter the giga yacht market. At the moment, we are building 3 giga yachts, which means yachts 110 meters long, which are costing several hundred millions each. And the incredible thing that as we are a courageous family, so we decided to go in the construction of 3 giga yachts at the same time. So in the last 100 days, we launch all the 3, and in the next 100 days, we have to deliver all the 3, which is an enormous effort. But if we win, as we will win the challenge, we will be recognized as the only boat builder for giga yachts in the south of Europe. At the moment, there is just 1 or 2 competitors in north of Europe, and they have no other competition, and we will be there to compete. So we probably will have the reputation of people capable to build properly and in the right time and in the right quality these enormous boats, which are the end of the world. They are the maximum expression of the Italian craftsmanship and design. They're beautiful.
I can't wait to come and see, and congratulations. You guys are really doing some amazing work. I wish we had more time in the studio because there's many more questions that I'd like to ask you, but we do have to wrap it up. So I want to say thank you for coming to join us, and thank you for coming to join us. We have the most incredible people, Paolo and Giovanna Vitelli from Azimut Benetti here. Come and see them. We have a spectacular presentation with them here in Design Pavilion with their boat arriving very soon. Keep tracking back with us. It's going to be spectacular. And that's it. Thank you for coming to Future Thinkers with us today. I'll see you soon.